Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We are back here on the hill, ready to speak with Lobelia Sackville Baggins. But before we do that, I would like to read exactly what's in this letter. To the owner of the prying eyes lying currently on this page, I write this and leave it in the care of Hamfast Gamgee, my respected groundskeeper, on account of any unexpected findings on my estate after I am gone. I am Bilbo Baggins, and I was the proprietor of Bag End before I moved away. Bag End was then left to my heir and nephew Frodo Baggins. If he is not there any longer, then I expect a Sackville Baggins has got hold of my dear old Burrow. I left a nice present for Lobelia when I went away, the silver spoons she admired so greatly, and she acquired a great deal of the collection before it was properly bestowed upon her. But in all likelihood that is not enough, so I expect that she is in possession of Bag End now. Surely the whole burrow has been scoured for the fabled prizes of my adventures with the dwarfs so many years ago, but I pride myself on not being so obvious as to leave such treasures out and about where nosy relatives can easily get their hands on them. Of course, please do not presume that I deem such noble inquiries undeserving of rewards, for that is not the case at all. No, I just prefer to make the reward sweeter yet by giving visitors of Bag End an adventure on their own. I assume you are inquiring about the Burrow's cellar. The door of the cellar was installed shortly before I left with the help of the dwarfs, and comes out of the side of the hill, but I do not think it will appear until the hillside erodes in a few years, or perhaps when there is some digging when Bag End's property must be expanded to suit Lobelia's many needs. If the door is to be unblocked, you must ask Lobelia if you may borrow one of her spoons. An adventurer's treasure may be found within, but so shall an adventure. I hope you like my little project. Happy adventuring to all. Yours, Bilbo Baggins. Well, I'm sure Lobelia will love this letter. I am back from the gaffer. He gave me this letter from Bilbo.
How rude!
What is this envelope you have there? Give it to me at once. I'm sure Bilbo meant for the successor of Bag End to have it, and not that fool old gardener. Indeed, no. I don't believe he even knows how to read. Well, you do have a pointer there, seeing how Sam had to read it to him, but that's another matter. Of course, I've already read the letter. I guess she hasn't noticed that I surreptitiously read it before her.
Well, the gall of some folk.
I'm reading the letter. Leave me be. How is a hobbit to concentrate with annoying folk badgering them all day? If it does not say anything about that cellar, I swear I shall be positively furious. Well, okay, it says something about the cellar. Lobelia obviously wants to keep Bilbo's treasure all to herself.
Can't a body be left alone?
Don't pester me, I'm reading! That Bilbo sure knows how to prattle on about nothing! Lobelia continues reading greedily. She's very unhelpful.
It's been a
Shoo!
foul day, it
If
has.
you don't leave me alone, I shall report you to the authorities. Well, I am a bounder. Actually, I am an honorary sheriff, now that I think about it.
Can't a body be left alone?
What's this about a spoon? He left me the silver spoons. He says that they are the key to the cellar.
I want a word with you.
That's wonderful news. Apparently, my spoons fit as keys into the keyhole at the burrow door down there. That old madman planned for me to have his treasure all along. Yes, come, I'll go open the door and you will help me to carry the treasure I find. Let's meet down the party tree. Just give me a moment and I'll be down. Okay, let's go. It appears that Lobelia has opened the place up. It also appears that a few other people have found. People are just pouring into the place. What do you say, Lobelia?
Cannot a body be left alone?
Oh, I am livid! I've been tricked! This place is naught but a monster-filled, spook-ridden, crawly-infested hole in the ground. Bilbo tricked me into thinking that there was anything worth my while in this abominable cellar. How I loathe him with all of my heart! There is naught here but filth and corruption. I want nothing to do with this evil Burrow. Do as you will with it and stay away from me. All right. I will inform Opal of that. It appears that Lobelia has decided she doesn't like the place and doesn't want to have anything to do with it.
We, the gall of some folk.
Lobelia's too scared to poke around. That means we can go treasure hunting. It's wonderful, just wonderful. Ha ha ha. I'm sure many of these nosy onlookers will have a wonderful time exploring and making off with the treasure that they find. It's terribly exciting, isn't it? Well, in fact, I've noticed several people already making their way in there even before she disclaimed any right to it. Well, how about that? We can go in there at our own peril. But of course, that also means that we need to find Denodas, see what he thinks about the place. Let's see if he's anywhere around here, poking around. Well, apparently, Bilbo's put a few traps in this place. As some people have dressed up for the occasion, apparently. Yeah. Well, is he anywhere on this floor? Hey. Oh. Well, as soon as I get by these crazy things. Hello there. Let me ask you a question, Pineleaf. Do you think these hobbits are trying to scare us? Because these glowing bottles should be filled with anything, yes, which causes the imagination to run. But the illumination has another effect. It causes me to plainly see that this crudely painted mask and know that it is for what it is, just a mask. Now, if it was darker in here, perhaps I would just think it was a real goblin, but not when I see it so clearly. This isn't frightening at all. So, not scared in the least. All right. Well, I wonder. I wonder what you got to say about the basement. What do you think about this place? This basement is a little damp, but it's no more scary than the others I've seen. Is this the best these hobbits can do? It is a little confusing to find the right path, but if you set your mind at it, you shouldn't have any trouble finding your way through this place. It would need to be much darker and more maze-like to scare this hobbit, I'll tell you that. Well, do you think it's scary? Do you notice doesn't? Well, maybe one of the other rooms? Uh, well, assuming I could find my way out of here. Ooh, how about the attic? Well, apparently Bilbo has quite a sense of humor around here. Is he anywhere around here? Ooh, apparently he was a little bit too scared by this place. Yeah. Ah, there he is. Hello, what do you think about this place? Most burrows do not have attics, being delved in the ground and being not unnaturally elevated like the houses of some folk, but this one is no more frightening than I would expect of the usual sort. The paint is peeling, and I hear rats scuttling about, but it will take more than those small irritations to raise the hairs of my toes. Hmm. Well, I guess next it's to check the cobwebbed wing and see if little spider webs have any effect on him. Yes, this place most definitely has a spider motif. Quite a spider motif. Well, let's see if we can get through this. What do you think about spiders, Dinonis? Will you look at this, Pineleaf? Who could be convinced that this poor excuse of a spider? It's big, yes, I'll grant you that, but I can see the wire from which it hangs. You do know that spiders hang down on threads of silk, that a spider this size, the silk may be about as thick as a wire. Believe me, I have fought giant spiders before. I can tell you that. Though, yeah, this doesn't look too convincing if you've fought many large spiders in the past, I presume. Uh, yes, that does not look like spider silk at all, though. All right, fine. It looks like a fishing line at best and a mere twine at worst. The webs are all right, I suppose, but this is not frightening at all. It's silly to think that a hobbit would be scared of this wing. Yeah. Oh, never mind, you're hopeless. So I take it you didn't like the place. That haunted bro does not seem very haunted to me. It is all for show, and the whole thing strikes me as being very, very silly and not frightening at all. When my mother revealed that we were meeting cousin Bingo at Hobbiton for the Harvest Festival and not at his home in Mickle Delving, I was very cross, I tell you. But I have to admit it, I very much enjoyed exploring the haunted burrow with you and in revealing it as an unfrightening display. I thank you for that, Pine Leaf. I look forward to disproving with you the scary stories Cousin Bingo has for us this evening. I will see you there. Well, at least he's going to enjoy the stories, even if in a way that it not was not intended. All right, Bingo, I've spoken with your various cousins once removed. How are my cousins finding the festival? Ah, excellent! It seems they're all enjoying it in their own particular ways, but what's this? Young Dianandus does not frighten easily, does he? We'll have to do something about that, Pineleaf. This is a season for spooks and a festival for fright. He's missing out on a great deal of fun of this time of the year if he doesn't allow himself to be scared. Hey, I've been to the Barrel Downs. I have been through haunted halls all over the place. I've run into Nazgul. Believe me, I don't frighten easily. So, what do you say about that? You've already agreed to join in this Greenfields for our sharing of spooky stories, but now that I know that Dina displeased himself to be above scaring, I fear my own stories might not be, well, frightening enough. I need to do some more research. And can I ask you to make a trip to the Tuckborough and to secure the assistance of Denamara Took and the librarian of the Great Smears? She has an unrivaled understanding of the contents of the library, and she will certainly know where to find a tome or two of the scariest Hobbit stories within. Find the suitable scary stories, and I will make one or two further arrangements, and we'll be ready for the telling of tales when it is dark enough. All right. You're going to remember to return this book when you're done, aren't you? I hope so. Hello there, Donna Mira. I'm looking for a book on scary stories. You're looking for a book on scary stories? I can't say that any come immediately to mind, for hobbits do not generally write down such things, though they do enjoy sharing them in person, especially in warm comfort, with the dark of night safely beyond shuttered panes and far away. You're welcome to look for yourself, though, Pineleaf. All right, I suppose so. Let's see if I can find anything here. None of these books seem to have anything very scary in them. All right, what about this one? Nope, no scary books here. How about here? None of these books seem to be very scary. How about here? Find a tattered book that seems to contain frightful tales. Hey, how about this one? Well, this is very curious. I don't believe I've ever seen this book before. The letters on this cover are very faded and most indistinct. I can't read very much of the title, but the first word seems to be chill. I believe it promises chilling tales, and a cursory examination seems to bear this in mind. Feel free to take it with you, Pineleaf, and bring it to Bingo Boffin for his perusal. May it increase his enjoyment of the Harvest Festival. I know he'll see it return to me. Eventually. Yeah, there is that. This was the best book that I could find. Ah, this book looks perfect, Pineleaf. Thank you. I will spend some time becoming acquainted with the tales within it, and it would be time to share spooky stories before you know it. Ooh. It appears that Polo here has been poking around in the cellar.
Can I take a moment of your time?
Oh, mercy me! You wouldn't believe me if I told you, and I'll tell you anyways. I was in the haunted burrow searching for treasure, and I found a bit of chain in the attic. I thought perhaps a door would open in the ceiling, and I would find a larder full of riches, but no. A living, walking skeleton came towards me, rattling and clanking. It gave me such a fright I ran away before I could even finish tugging the chain. I'll investigate this chain for you, all right? All right, good. I'm sure I can handle whites. Ah, there is a chain here. How about that? I don't know. I'm sure it's something put up by Bilbo, most likely. Let me get all this stuff out of my eyes. Then I can look around properly. All right, good. Now let's pull this chain and see. Oh, something is coming. Rattle, clink. I'm coming for you. You're kidding me, aren't you? You're kidding me. I'll hunt you forever. Ha ha! Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. I'm not really a monster. Craziness. Just someone in a skeleton costume.
A lovely day, isn't it?
That evil wight was only a hobbit in disguise. Abominable behavior. Who was it? I shall give him a telling off that he'll not be forgetting any time soon. The gall of some folk, really. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, I hope you didn't hear any other weird noises. Well,
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
I'd hate being frightened away from my business. I was in the haunted burrow looking for treasure again, yes, and I went to pick up a candle from the floor, and suddenly a ghost chased me away. Yes, a real ghost hiding in the shadows. Don't look at me like that. I'll tell you, it was for real, and it was. You mean like that skeleton you saw earlier? Well, if you don't believe me, you'll go and see for yourself. But you be wise to steer clear of the wing of the cellar where the spooks have got to. All right, fine. I will kill. Oh. Probably another hobbit with a bedsheet. Here's the candle. Yeah. Hold on. Something's coming. It is a hobbit in a bedsheet. Really? Well, he also has some powder on, apparently. Fine. Don't hurt me, I'm only a hobbit! Really? I think I need to find better employers. You thought that was a ghost.
Good day.
Did you run away when you saw the ghost as well? You mean to tell me that it was a hobbit and not a ghost? That's a terrible trick. I stubbed my toe when I ran away, and it was my big toe at that. It still smarts, as well as the fish slap, I guess. Well, that was weird. I found someone selling a dress I think is going to be much more fitting for the frightful tales tonight, and I'm heading out that way in the next episode of The Complete Pine Leaf.